welcome to the session. This is Sweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and I welcome all of you to Sprint X ICSE. And today we are going to cover a very interesting and a humorous poem, Television by Roald Dahl. Okay, so I hope you have already visited the video which had the explanation of the entire poem. If you haven't, then please do that first and then come to Sprint X. Okay, guys, so today in the session, we're going to cover all the questions of 3 marks and 4 marks just as it comes in your exam. Okay. So by now, I hope you are all familiar with the schedule. We are already on the verge of, we've completed till here. So now we go on to the second page. Okay. And we will be continuing till 27th of Feb. Physics and math is continuing till 26th of Feb, and SST, chemistry and bio, that is parallelly with English, it's going to continue. They are going to continue till 27. So before we start, guys, please do show your support, hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and definitely hit the bell icon to not miss any of the important notification. Okay, so let me begin with a very interesting quote, guys, and also a very humorous as well. Okay, so just like the poem. Okay, I find television very educating. Every time somebody turns on the set, I go into the other room and read a book. Okay, so this is something which is very interesting. So that's how television is educating. Okay, so please make your televisions also educating, just like it is said in the quote. The moment anybody would be turning on the set, please go to the other room and open your books and start reading. Okay, so that is definitely going to be very educative for all of you, and that is exactly we will see in the poem as well, how television how television is it's taking a toll on our brains. Okay, and what is the harmful effect of television and what are the good effects or the positive effects of reading a book. Okay, so that is all about the poem in short. Okay, now let's begin with the homework question. Okay, in case you haven't been able to frame your answer, guys, you can take help from this particular answer and have your points for the answer. So let us have the very first extract from this particular poem. In almost every house we've watched them gaping at the screen. They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out. Last week in someone's place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. So eyes have popped out and they have fallen on the floor. They sit and stare and stare and sit until they are hypnotized by it, until they're absolutely drunk with all that shocking, ghastly junk. Okay, so this is the very first stanza. Okay, and let us have a look at the very first question. What does the poet witness in every house? Very easy. Okay, that children watch television eagerly gaping at the screen. So the level of concentration that they give, so they almost consume whatever content is shown. The content shown in television. Okay, so they and with very careful attention. Okay, so that is how they eagerly gape at the screen. Okay, they loll and slop and lounge about it, and they stare continuously until their eyes pop out. So definitely, harmful effect on the eyes, harmful effect of the television, the rays that is produced by the television. Now if you replace, if for today's world, of course most of you would not be watching television, but you do watch all those series, Netflix, Amazon Prime and whatnot, right? So you watch it on your laptops or mobile phones or maybe smart TV, whatever it is. It's the same thing, guys. Okay, the rays are very harmful for your eyes if you constantly watch that. It's and of course the content that they show, okay, that is also harmful. Some of them, of course not all of them, but children, they are without any guidance regarding the content, so definitely it is going to hamper them, right? It's going to have an adverse effect on their brains. So the poet believes that television is an idiotic thing. We call television an idiot box, if you know that, right? Which makes its viewers stupid and dull. Yes, it it shuns your imagination, shuns the imaginative power of the children. Okay, so definitely that is idiot, that's an idiot box. Because when you see, when you watch a movie or whatever you see in front of the television, if that goes unlimited, okay, so you are concentrating, you are just seeing whatever, you are inactive, right? You are absolutely inactive, you are consuming whatever is being shown, okay? So your imagination has stopped, है ना? So that is very very important. All right, so let's move ahead, guys. Moving ahead, read the following extracts carefully and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so next extract. Oh, yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the windowsill. They never fight or kick or punch. They leave you free to cook the lunch and wash the dishes in the sink. So they leave you free. Okay, now this is what, why the parents allow the children to sit in front of the television. Because once you make them sit in front of the television, they're not going to bother you, right? So therefore, the parents can, be on their own without being bothered or disturbed by the children. So that is the alternative that they have found. Okay, so the question is, how does television help the parents? Very simple. Children do weird things like, climbing up. So they are involved in various kinds of activities. Involved in various activities. Okay, which kind of bother the parents. Okay, bothering the parents. Okay, because if they are climbing a window, jumping over it, they may hurt themselves. So the parents always have to be very, very careful, run after them to stop them, okay, from doing these activities. So what do they do to control these activities? To control their activities, to control their destructive activities, okay? Huh. The parents switch on the television set and let them watch. Okay, so that they are still. They do not bother their parents. All right. So that is the alternative that the parents find, but that is causing a great harm to the brain of the children. If they are sitting for long hours in front of the television, then that is very harmful for their minds. Okay. So, next is but did you ever stop to think, to wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved thought? It rots the sense in the head. All are in capitals, okay? It kills imagination dead, as I told you. It clogs and clutters up the mind. It makes a child so dull and blind, he can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. His powers of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees. As I told you, when you sit in front of the television, you're not thinking. The thinking has been stopped. You are just seeing. Okay, you're just seeing. So your thinking, your imagination is, is getting killed. Okay, but when you read something, when you read whatever has been written, automatically you are, a movie is going on in your mind, you are picturizing whatever is given, so that is, enhancing your imaginative power, right? So why do the brains of the children become soft as cheese? Very very easy. Uninterrupted and continuous television watching clogs the brain, jams the brain, okay, according to the poet. He also says that it kills the creativity of the children, okay? They keep seeing what is being shown without thinking, okay? There is nothing to imagine as everything is being shown, nothing is left to your imagination, right? Thus the brain becomes soft, they cannot imagine, okay? There is nothing, there is no nourishment provided to the brain. It becomes soft. Okay, they neither can imagine any fantasy, nor understand them, right? Okay, next is, what is the significance? Very, very important question. Significance of writing some lines in the capital and repeating some words. Okay, definitely for the sake of emphasis, right? So capitalization is use of course, capital letters to convey an emotion of criticality, and repetition is the purposeful use of words and phrase again and again to create a smooth flow and emphasis. As I told you, to emphasize, it stresses the view to never stresses the viewer, okay, to never install a TV set, as it has a bad effect, or you can say an adverse effect on children. The poet wants to convey the idea to not install a television set. Okay, the strong idea is conveyed through the use of capital letters and repeating some words. Okay, so very, very simple. So guys, I hope you people are enjoying the session, and if you want to gain 100% marks and 100% knowledge, you can click on the link in the description box. You can avail unlimited live classes with fun and high level quiz questions, and compete with the students throughout the world. And the best part is the interactive, the replays are also very interactive, and live quizzes are there as well in your replays, and leaderboard also appear. Okay, and you can download the content with handwritten notes of the master teachers in class doubt solving. So your doubts are getting solved in the class by a superb set of class teachers. Okay, so they will be remaining throughout the session solving your doubts. So no more piling up of your doubts and taking them back home. You're getting it solved in the class live. And after each and every session, you get assignment. If you solve them, you understand how far you've understood or grasped the content explained by the teacher in the class. Okay, and tests we also take, and we give you the performance report, so that is going to be very helpful in assessing yourselves. And you have 5,000 plus micro courses and free crash courses for competitive exams, that too in less price. The link is there in the description box and pinned comment. Okay, and use the coupon code SWREPRO, and this time we are giving you 50% discount. So we care for you guys, so therefore we are with you throughout, okay, till the end. So 11th to 14th Feb we are celebrating, a kind of study week, so we are giving you 50% discount. So please don't miss out this opportunity. And this is the price, guys. If you apply this SWREPRO, you can see this is the price after 50% discount, just half the price. Okay, so its per class price is going down to only 3.3. All right, guys, so don't forget to visit the link, use the coupon code SWREPRO. Next stanza, we will say it very loud and slow. They used to read their read and read. They would read and read and read and read, and then proceed to read some more. Great Scott, gadzooks, one half of their lives was reading books. The nursery shelves held books galore. Books cluttered up the nursery floor, and in the bedroom by the bed, more books were waiting to be read. Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales. How has the poet described the scene of the houses where people are fond of reading books? Very important. The poet aptly describes, or beautifully, you can also use the word aptly describes, the scene where there used to be no TV sets. Okay, so when there were no TV sets, what did the children do? They used to read. Okay, they used to read a lot of books in the children's nursery, on the floor, in the bedroom, by the bed. The description suggests that the time of reading used to be passion with the children. They were so very curious to read. Just like the children are curious now to watch television, watch cartoons and whatnot. At that point of time, they used to read a lot, read various kinds of books, fantasy. They used to go and get themselves involved in the fantastic, fantasies, in the fantastic world, right? And then they kind of nurture their imagination, right? And half of the time was spent in reading books. This is how they kept themselves entertained. Okay, so this is a better alternative, than watching television for long hours, and also kept their imagination and creativity alive. Next, such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens, and whales, and treasure isles and distant shores where smugglers rowed with muffled oars, and pirates wearing purple pants, and sailing ships and elephants, and cannibals crouching round the pot, stirring away at something hot. It smells so good. What can it be? Good gracious, it's Penelope. The young ones had Beatrix Potter with Mr. Todd, the dirty rotter, and Squirrel Nutkin, Pigling Plan. Okay, so these are some of the characters that I just read out, and that's exactly the you know uh, uh, question used over here. So the poet has listed many characters and stories that the children used to like, they used to enjoy, okay, when there was no television. The cannibals used to eat a very sweet smelling dish named after Penelope, the faithful wife of Odysseus in Homer's epic poem, the Odyssey. Now, this is the name of an epic poem by Homer, Odyssey. Iliad, Odyssey, these are the two very famous epic poems by Homer, okay? And Penelope was the faithful wife of Odysseus, okay? So the cannibals used to eat a very sweet smelling dish, okay, which was named after Penelope, right? And apart from this, the poet has mentioned Mr. Toad, okay, the dirty rotter, Squirrel Nutkin, Pigling Bland, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, etc. He has mentioned stories that had various animals, smugglers, pirates, cannibals, dragons, gypsies, queens, and whales. So these kind of stories took the children into a completely different world, which they enjoyed, and definitely this nurtured their imagination, enhanced their reading skills. You know already how many benefits reading has, right? uh, Since children's mind, children's brains are very flexible, so it is very easy, to mold them. Okay, so if you show them negative content, then they will be tending very quickly towards negativity. So it's very important to show good content and beneficial, the content which are beneficial for them, to the children. Okay, so therefore reading is something, it's a habit that the children should cultivate, and it is the duty of the parents to do that. So instead of switching on the television to stop their control their destructive activities, it is definitely recommended to give them different kind of books, colorful books, or interesting books, or read to them. Okay, make them read. So because they have a they had many benefits, like enhancing the imaginative power, reading skills, writing skills, everything, right? So that is very important, and yes, for all of you as well. Okay, so last stanza, guys. Go throw your television set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. Then fill the shelf with lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks, the screams and yells, the bites and kicks, and children hitting you with sticks. Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they'll now begin to feel the need of having something to read. Okay, so this step has to be taken by the parents. Remove all the television sets, throw them away, install bookshelves. So the moment they will have nothing to watch and nothing to do, automatically, they will be inclined towards reading. Okay. What is the poet's honest request to the parents? That is exactly what he requested, to throw away the television set and install bookshelves. He asks them to stuff the shelves with books and encourage them to read. Okay, he shows that this change will be difficult. Yes, it will be difficult in the beginning, but definitely it will be a struggle, but it is a struggle worth taking. Okay, he assures that once the children get habituated, they will definitely never resort to the television set. So they will be very much inclined towards reading. They will be engrossed in reading in such a way that they would not return back again to the television set. They will find it so very interesting that they will never, resort to the television sets once again. So with that, guys, you've completed all the important questions from this particular poem, and I hope this is a very easy and a very entertaining poem as well, right? And of course, it has got a very wonderful message for all of us. Okay, so you people also should, stop, reduce your series watching, okay, and instead read something, okay, that is going to be definitely beneficial. And this is your question: how does reading develop an imaginative mind? Okay, please do answer this question at the end of the session. All right, sorry, in the comment section, please do comment on the homework question. And next, we are going to do daffodils. Okay, do not miss out, and do not miss out the 50% discount that we are offering you right now. So we do care for you, and we are there for you till the end. So guys, do just visit the link, and the coupon code is SWRETRO, which is going to give you 50% till 14th of Feb, guys. Okay? So hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. See you very soon in the next session.